Oi, oi! G'day, Andy again. So I'm having some chippies. Sorry if you can hear that chewing. I put them away. Put them over there. Don't eat them, man. Dad, did he go? What did you think of the stream tonight? That I'm liking that new microphone. Still needs a bit. If I change some of the settings, apparently it gets even better with the singling out the other surrounding sounds. So I need to work on that. But man, I watched it back now. I can actually hear me better now. And then I'm thinking, I can hear me better, but man, your voice is ugly. I haven't got a voice for radio. I've got a face for radio, but not the voice for radio. What you saw, don't you mean what you heard? I also changed the mind you, I did change the camera angle now because I've moved. The rig's been moved over to the corner of my room instead of being near the kitchen. It's now on the other side of the sitting room. So that actually means my PC and that are on the opposite side of it now. So it's changed size, which I think for a change is good. Trying to clean up the way I race and drive and act and all that other stuff. So if you didn't see it, watch back the last race. I did actually manage to get into a daily race B, and we got taken out by a friggin' idiot on the first lap. But 2 laps later, I'm really sorry, but I got a little bit of payback on the start of the 3rd lap. Definitely worth. So watch the first lap through the tunnels. You'll see where I got taken out by this idiot. And then got a bit of justice served on the next 2 laps later when, you know, I'm not going to normally do that, and I only will do that if I can do it cleanly now, and I'm not going to ruin my race to get back at them. But Desi, was it Dead Eye Boy had a problem with a guy, and he did something very similar to me, so I thought of him when I did this. It's like, Dead Eye Boy, yes. But I just need to be smarter with my paybacks, so yeah. So I'm trying to clean up my act, so I'm not gonna, you might have, when it happened, I didn't look too impressed, but I'm not going to try and get swearing, get upset. I'm really working harder on that now. Even the way I race, I'm trying to kind of, because that daily race C didn't turn out too badly tonight. We got to 7th spot, considering we started 14th. We made our way up to 7th, and I try not to race people too hard. I'm trying to be clean, you know. If they come up behind me, I'm just going to let them pass, because it's just no point, especially if it's one of these longer races, because you just slow yourself down. So I'm working my racecraft, but what I'm worried about really is the state of Gran Turismo at the moment. How bad is it? I think I worked out I had 6 attempts at races tonight, only 2 did I get into. So 4 of the 6 races I managed to get into. That is not good. That is not good at all. So I really don't understand what the issue is, and it's only been since this update came out. So there's a broken thing with the update. What's really upsetting me more than the actual problem is Sony's. Whoops, that's okay, we've got a repair thing coming up. Sony's reluctance to accept there's a problem. They're not acknowledging there's a problem at all. There's no acknowledgement. And I find that shocking. I've got an needed fuel. The fact they've not accepted responsibility of that, that's what really worries me. It's making me think that Poly's given up on Gran Turismo. Their updates have thinned and dry. We've not had a new track for nearly 9 months. The cars, we only got 3 new cars this latest update, which didn't really add much. They didn't fix much. All they did is create a problem. But my main concern is just their lack of acknowledgement. I think it's disgusting. Now when you go back there, grab these wooden planks. Go there, okay. Okay, we're going to do that. And I think look, it's okay if they've made it, but this problem, that's okay. We are aware of the problem. It's just simple. We are aware of the problem and we're doing everything we can to fix it. That's what everyone wants to know. They just want to be confirmed that they're aware and they're trying to do something to fix it. But there's been no confirmation that there's a problem. And at a time when Forza Motorsport comes out tomorrow, and I'm going to check that out because it's actually looking pretty interesting when it comes to the online racing side of things. I'm still not 100% sold on the physics side of the game, and it's got a very small amount of tracks, so the tracks are going to get a bit boring pretty quickly. And knowing Microsoft, it's going to be designed around paid DLC in the future, so that's already a bit of a worry. And I'm hoping it does so well that Sony's going to have to do something about Gran Turismo. But also, that's the timing of this issue, when the movie's coming out. The movie came out on Thursday, and I did buy it. It's good, you know. It's an interesting story, but there's a lot of quality problems that they did wrong in the game. One of the tracks, I'm not going to say whereabouts it's in the race, because the movie, because I don't want to ruin it for you. But they have a last lap pass, which I love doing that. They did that about 4 times in the movie. Oh, you know, it's just win by half a second, blah blah blah. But now you know what Le Mans is. It's 2 lots of chicades. So you know, so you've watched it, good. But be careful in case someone else is watching. So at the end of Le Mans, there's 2 lots of chicades. But in the movie, it had them going through a full right-hander onto the start-finish line to finish Le Mans. For a game that is billed to be a simulation, oh, that made it out, oh no, this is so real, this is such a realistic simulation, the tracks are so accurate, the cars are so accurate. Yet in the movie, they clearly had points which weren't the track that they were showing them racing on. It was a little bit like that with Nürburgring, but the end of that movie and the last 2 chicades of Le Mans, shocking. I mean, it was a good movie, but the accuracy, considering that was Sony's own development and that the Gran Turismo people had talk in it, you would have thought they would have picked up and going, man, that's wrong, man. You can't do that. That corner's nothing like the last 2 corners of Le Mans. That disappointed me. It was pretty good. The game, I love Gran Turismo. You know how much I love Gran Turismo. I'm loving that new Mazda. It might be my new favourite. Though do seem to go pretty well in Swifty. So and Swifty did quite well in the race I did get into tonight. I need to do some back-to-back laps in both to see Rambo. I think I'm pretty close lap times wise as well. The Mazda just, it fires out of those last, some of those corners. If you get them right, man, that Mazda is fast down those straights. It's got a straight line speed, which I'm sure they will obviously adjust in a BOP adjustment at some point. But yeah, I'm just worried that with streaming, people who do racing, I've seen GT Omega, Chopper. I don't care about Desi anymore after what he did. But there are people that rely on doing mostly Gran Turismo content. Rory too a little bit, I guess. So he's streaming Forza Motorsport right at the moment, I believe. So he got early access. But yeah, I'm worried with where Gran Turismo's headed. This is honestly, with the movie being out, they didn't really make most of that in the game. Now Forza Motorsport's come out, it's when they really need to pick their game up and add some pretty good content to Gran Turismo to keep not just the people who play the game, but the streamers on board. Because you keep the streamers on board, you keep the people interested in the game. What they're doing now is they're losing streamers. Streamers are going to look at Gran Turismo and go, wow, we've got more daily races, we've actually got more choices in the racing now. And if it's still okay to play and the AI is pretty good, I've heard the AI is pretty good offline racing against AI. You can have more people in a race. It's a proper next-gen console. It's got no backwards compatibility to the old Xbox. What are you going to do as a streamer? What are you going to do as a streamer? If you can't stream Gran Turismo at the moment, and you want to continue streaming, especially those who make money out of their streams, what are they going to do? There's this game called Forza Motorsport that's just come out. It seems okay. It's going to get a lot of interest in it at the moment. What do you think's going to happen? I'll be streaming my first play of Forza Motorsport tomorrow at 10 AM. I can't get fully into it because I can't use my steering wheel with it, though. I'm going to stream it off my Xbox Series X using the controller just to have a quick initial look at it and stuff like that. But to have a real serious play of it on steering wheel, I'm going to probably have to play the PC version with the wheel, because there's no option steering wheel. I don't have money to go and splash out and get the Fanatec DD Pro, which you can use on Xbox and PC and PS5. Thrustmaster have come out and said that there will not be a console version of their DD wheel, not at the moment anyway, and if they do, they're going to have to be separate versions. They're not going to be able to be through an adapter that was originally told. They originally said that when they launched the 818, they said it's only for PC at the moment, but we will be launching an adapter so you'll be able to play this on both the new consoles. And they said both the new consoles, and I was thinking, great, you know, I'm already in the Thrustmaster ecosystem, so all I'd have to do is buy the actual wheel base, not have to worry about the steering wheel. I might buy a new steering wheel for it anyway, and they've got the pedals, and I really do like those pedals now. The load cell pedals were definitely worth the investment, best investment on top of the TGT wheel. But I can't use that option, so it's just, if Forza turns out to be really well, and honestly, if I start getting a lot more viewers, I might buy with the Forza, and I don't want to. I want to continue on with GT5, but they're going to have to support the problem with it. Oh, I got up this last time. Why won't they let me up this time? Oh, I think I got it, the angle wrong. But yeah, why does it feel... I hate these trailers. I'll have to go the long way if I can get around now, because this freaking trailer. They're one of the worst things to reverse, these stupid trailers. I'm just really... I like my Gran Turismo. I love doing my streaming. I sold my GoPro today and thought, you know what, I'm going to put the money into a proper dynamic microphone, which is what you heard me using tonight, and I think that's actually working really well. Yet the game is... what the hell is going on with this freaking trailer? Gran Turismo is broken. It is 100% broken. And I don't know what to do at the moment. I had 2 weeks off streaming. I almost gave it away completely. Still not 100% sure if I'm what I want to do. I enjoyed tonight. Thanks so much for coming in, by the way, on Heath with Heath. Heath got upset. Heath was called into a friend of his that invited him into another lobby last night to join in. And he went and joined in. He was joined in during the race, so he stayed there and watched. When the race was over, whoever's lobby it was just abused the living daylights out of him and told him to get the hell out of his lobby and kicked him out. It was set to public, not private. His mate invited him to go in there, and so I don't know if there was some problem, but Heath was feeling a bit down. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to do the... I didn't do the GR4 race though, but maybe I'll try that next time. They need to fix what they've got at the moment. If they need more servers, yeah. But the main thing is they need to fix this problem, mate. It's been running for... the game has been running for... we've not had this problem since the game's been out. Which I damaged it again. But you would think that they would... yeah, I'm just worried about what am I going to do. I like my streaming. Things are still not great with me, by the way, Andy. At least I've finally got an appointment. It's taken this long. I've finally got an appointment on the 16th of October to see a psychiatrist. It's taken this long to go for the whole system. Once a doctor confirmed it a month ago, it's taken over a month to find a psychiatrist. No wonder why this world is dominated by people with so many psychological problems at the moment. It's just, it really does worry me the way this is all going. It's... the way things are going, just... at least I'm finally seeing psychiatrists, because I need that to be able to make money again. So I can't actually get my DA, which is a driver's authorisation to drive, done until I need medium tanks times 2. I'm going to turn that generator off. But the mental system is crazy. But I love my motorsport. I love Gran Turismo, and I'm really worried where it's heading right now. And the other thing that I've said, you might not sure if you saw it, because I did say when I did come back, there are some things I'm changing. Whoops, I forgot to put the tanks in. There's a couple of things I'm changing, there's a couple of rules. And this is from watching another streamer. Certain guy that likes the Stig, okay? So I think you can guess who I'm talking about. Bit of a Stig fan. The thing is, he's constantly bashing the shit out of Max Verstappen. I mean, to the point it gets too much, and that he thinks the sun shines out of Lewis Hamilton's ass, blah blah blah. Now, he's got a right to his view, I understand that, but where does the line stop where he realises that the constant bashing of Max Verstappen. I'm a Max Verstappen fan, I admit it. I actually don't mind Max Verstappen. I'm not saying, and I'm not angry at him for not liking Max Verstappen. But I don't go around in my streams saying that Lewis Hamilton's the biggest knob on earth. Number one, it's not a good look for me. I've realised that I actually have found out that some of my subscribers are quite youngish, which means we're influencers. All of us, if we start doing streaming, we talk to camera, whether you've got 400 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, 400,000 subscribers, whatever, you are an influencer. So what you do and say and act influences others. Now I know this Stig guy has quite a few younger generation, and he almost starts having a go at them about, oh, you're not a Max Verstappen lover, are you? And I think it's just so wrong. It's like politics. Politics, religion. You watch all the big streamers, even my lovely, beloved Rory, you don't get to see him bagging other F1 drivers or something like that. You know, you don't see him doing that. You don't see him talking about religion. You don't see him being negative against all these people. He doesn't have a go at people for liking Max or liking Hamilton and stuff like that. That's the way you need to be. And I asked Desi to stop doing this. I sent him an email and said, mate, you really need to stop. You're losing subscribers, and you may lose me as a subscriber because of your constant bashing of Max Verstappen or even other drivers. You know, I mentioned in the same stream, you know, that how amazing a job Piastri's doing, and he goes, oh yeah, he's okay. The attitude with him is basically what set me off in that stream is when he started saying, oh, you know, put George Russell in Max Verstappen's car and he would run rings around Max Verstappen. Honestly, I don't think anyone could come close to Max Verstappen in the same car. I respect Hamilton for what he's achieved. I fully do. I don't like him, but I respect what he's done in motorsports. And I just don't think Max Verstappen gets the respect he deserves from people who think, oh, you know, only Lewis Hamilton's the best, and or only George Russell and Lewis Hamilton, blah blah blah. I don't want that anymore. So here, on my streams, I'm not going to bash Hamilton. I'm not going to bash Lando. He might. I honestly think Piastri's better than Lando, but that's just my opinion. And you've got your opinion. We have to accept that. But I'm not going to bash or have a go at people because of who they like. I'm not going to say, oh, Lando's an idiot. I think Lando's a pretty good driver, honestly. And I think Piastri's a brilliant driver. I reckon that Piastri, in what he's done in Formula 1 in his first year, is incredible. And showing he's turning a lot of heads. People are comparing the way Piastri drives to Alain Prost and Niki Lauda, stuff like that. He's a very thinking driver. I think Lando's raw talent, but there is a difference between them. I think they're both going to push themselves well. I think they're going to be very good teammates. if Lando stays. I hope Lando stays at McLaren, because I think McLaren's really picking up their game. So I heard talk that McLaren may be in talks with Toyota as an engine supplier. Yep, Toyota. That might be interesting. Though, McLaren, do you remember what happened with Honda? And then when you separated from Honda, they suddenly came good. And now McLaren are talking with Toyota, so it might be good, might be bad, who knows. But I think we need to be more positive in this world towards people, and I just find when you're influencers, you really have to be careful about your being biased. You can have your preferred stuff, but I just think the constant bashing, and I just said, look, sorry Desi, I've spoken to you multiple times, I've told you how I don't like it. I'm with my ADHD, which is still not fully under control yet, I am extremely sensitive to anything negative. Negative really sets me off. So when people are being even little things, even honestly, it's hard. I wish I could turn it off completely. You can't. The ability for people to thumbs up and especially thumbs down my video. I've still got my hater that thumbs down nearly all my live streams, and he's done it again tonight. Didn't do it on my last 2 streams, but he did it tonight. And I know people say, oh, it's just a thumbs down, you're getting a view. It's all very well trying to stay the positive side of things, but with ADHD, it is not easy. So anything negative is quite a... And I've explained this to Desi, he just doesn't give a shit. And as such, yeah, I have unsubscribed him. I don't support him anymore. I honestly think the way he's acting at the moment, I think he's a bad influence on the younger generation. Because of this. When you're an influencer, you are classed that because you influence what other people think. And just his attitude, I think, is wrong. Especially, this is coming just a couple of days after he did a video where he bought this kid that he's known for years. So I'm not sure if it's a family son. He bought this kid a PS4, Gran Turismo and Wreckfest. Okay, that's great. You know, he got that, people donated the money to help it out, and I think it's great. You know, he helped out this kid. But at the same time, what kind of influence is he having on these kids when he's constantly bashing Lewis Hamilton? They're going to look up at this guy and think, oh man, I'm going to do that too. You know, I don't want to be seen supporting Max Verstappen. They might actually like Max Verstappen, but because they like Desi, they're going to. That's who it is. You know, and honestly, look, he's a great driver. He's fast. He's extremely aggressive. More so than me. I've watched him in some races and I'm thinking, I don't really want him behind me, because he gets really upset if someone tries to, if he's faster than that person. He gets really upset at that person for not letting him past. That's what racing is. When you're the car ahead, you want to keep the guys behind you, and if you're the car behind, you want to get past the guy in front of you. That's what racing is. Part of racing is to try and get past the guy in front of you, and the guy in front. His job is to keep you behind. Fair, but the way that he goes off at these people for trying to keep them behind them, and sometimes it's fair moves. They're not blocking him. They're not changing direction underneath braking. You've got every right in racing to make one move. So if you choose the inside lane or the outside lane, you've got a right to do that. Some people don't seem to like that, understand that. I've been accused of being dirty myself with blocking, changing your angle in the braking zone at the last moment. Yeah, it's fair enough, but you've got every right to. I think we need to go down this way. No, not that way, but that road. It's this one. You've got every right to block the corner. Choose your line, stay there. Well, I appreciate you popping in tonight, buddy. I really do appreciate that. you're here, and I said, you don't ever have to apologise. You will always be a friend of mine. It's amazing seeing you still putting OTR on your cars and Evolution Racing, mate. I really do appreciate your support, 100%. And you know that you always have my support. Your family always has to come first. I hope your wife's okay. I hope it's nothing too serious. It's just a cold or something like that. It's nothing really bad. There's so much bad that happens in this world. We just have to remind ourselves about that. Life's too short, so family always comes first. And you know I always appreciate your support, even if you pop in every couple of weeks. Even to send me a message on Discord, just let me know you're still alive. Oh, she got the... That's still around, is it? I don't hardly hear it. I haven't heard the word COVID for a long time. So it's still raising its ugly head around every now and then, yeah. That's a pity. I'm really sorry about to hear that, buddy. I've luckily only had it once, and luckily I only had it kind of small. It didn't really affect me too much, thankfully. I had the vaccination. That's probably why it didn't hit too hard. Just tell her this. Just find herself thankful she didn't get the man flu. That she's not a man and she hasn't had the man flu. Because the man flu, but that man flu makes COVID look like a piece of cake. You know what I mean. That's awful, but again, I do appreciate, and please know that I will never stop appreciating everything you do with me, for me, with logos and all that stuff, mate, wording. I always appreciate everything you do. Wow, it has really knocked you around then, hasn't it? How long have I been streaming for? It's going to be ending soon, because it's 11 o'clock. I'm trying not to have too many late nights. Believe it, this is my 416th, 15th stream, something like that. 415, I think, 16. I think 16 actually. But yeah. Am I still streaming? I am still streaming. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it up here. So Andy, again, thank you, mate. Please, if I give you the impression, I definitely do not mean that way. I always appreciate everything you have done, continue to do for me, with your support of the channel. It meant a lot tonight seeing you call into Heath's stream tonight, mate, in the lobby, not Heath's lobby. Well, he needed that, believe me, he needed to pick me up, so it's one of the reasons why I did that. Now, just before I go, I'm going to show you, I have to do something now to save the game. This is what I have to do to save it. I've had really bad, this game is really bad with its save games lately. So I have to do this now to make sure the game saves. So this is my save game vehicle. I drive it up here. And I have to do this. Okay. Game saved now. Just send me a message on Discord every now and then if you're really busy, buddy. Just let me know you're going okay. You are amazing, and I definitely want to buy you a beer. But yeah, this game I've had moments where I've finished the task and I've been driving for about 5 minutes, and it's put me back the next time I come. So this is what I have to do now to save the game. This is the way you manually save the game. Yep, I kid you not. This is let's test it. So we go out. It always saves the game when you crash, but if you don't, the save game's so crap. So this vehicle now is my save game vehicle. So go back in now. It should saved it because I crashed. When you crash, it always saves. It always saves. So let's see. The sacrificial lamb. It's just a shitty car that I'll never use. Let's see. Did that work? Did that save me? Yeah, because it always seems to save when you crash. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be my save game vehicle. And there you go. The game is saved. Yay! Congratulations. Now what all I do now is just recover it. It might not save it here. But to make sure that it's saved so it's not doing what it's done in the past, that's what I do. Then I just go and park it up here. For the next stream. Sometimes it saves it here, sometimes not, but I have to do that to make sure it's saved. So it doesn't... look, I've done that one where we just drove there. Now, I saved, stopped there, saved it. Well, not saved, because it's got no manual save. And then I say I exit the game. I come back hours later, reload the game up, and suddenly I'm all the way back here, kind of thing. It's not just a little bit. Sometimes you're all the way back here, or here, and I've completed that task, but it has me all the way back there, still doing the freaking task. So I wish they would add a save game. A lot of these game developers really need to sort that shit out, I tell you. But Gran Turismo is the one that really needs to be fixed. Anyway, I want to get some stuff done. Check the Discord in about 5 minutes. I'll show you the setup with that new microphone that I told you about. I was going to set that up, so I'm going to do that now. Thanks a lot, Andy. Check out Discord in about 5 minutes. Stay safe. Bye for now. Happy gaming. Andy, you rock.